be bored, please. Relearn how to sit in silence. Relearn how to sit with your own thoughts without feeling extremely uncomfortable. We're being fed information 24/7. We as a human society are being fed stimulation 24/7. What is the first thing you do when you wake up? You go on your phone. Stimulation. You go grocery shopping. There's music playing in the background. Stimulation. You go into your car, either the radio is running or you play your own music. Stimulation. You go into the gym, and even if you don't listen to your own music, there's still music running in the background. Stimulation. You come home from work, and what is the first thing you do after eating dinner? You go on your phone or you turn on a TV show. Stimulation. Great, now where is this getting us? Absolutely nowhere. How do you think human society got this far? How do you think we got this far with technology, with knowledge, with wisdom, with everything? Boredom. The origin of everything that you have around you is boredom. People were bored out of their minds back in the days, and that's why we came this far as a society. But nowadays, everyone is complaining that they're depressed, that they're not creative, that they can't come up with new stuff. I wonder why. You're not giving your brain the space it needs to be creative, okay? The reason why you're so freaking depressed is because you won't let yourself get bored. Be bored, please. Be bored. I can't believe I'm making a video about this in the year of 2025. But please learn how to sit silent and do absolutely nothing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Alara. And today I wanted to talk about how boredom has literally become a skill in this day and age. That's dystopian. You go outside and almost every person you see has their headphones in. Why? They need to be stimulated because they are not comfortable in silence. They do not want to be approached. They don't want anything to do with the outside world. And if this is not dystopian, then I don't know what is. People are actually complaining that they're depressed, but the first thing they do within 5 seconds of just sitting still is grab their phones. I know being bored doesn't sound appealing. I know being bored doesn't sound like a fun activity, but trust me, you need to be bored. Your brain needs it. This is how it is. Your brain is being stimulated 24/7. Your brain was not designed to be stimulated 24/7. Back in the days, people had to get out of their way. They had to move from point A to B to have some sort of entertainment, to gain some sort of stimulation. They had to move their bodies. Nowadays, if you're bored, this phone has literally everything you could ask for. It has music. Back in the days, you could not do this. You would have to go out of your way and either go to a concert or find a street musician. There's shows on this. Back in the days, it wasn't like that. People had to go through theaters or cinemas to get that stimulation. Everything is on this damn phone. Everything is on this damn devil's device. It is a devil's device because this is destroying you. And you refuse to put it down because you're so uncomfortable with your own company. You're so uncomfortable with your own thoughts. And you need something to overplay that, which is your phone. I'm begging you. Give yourself at least 1 day per week, okay? Give yourself 1 day per week to detox. You're feeding your brain cheap dopamine. Guys, your brain is like a child, okay? Your brain actually thinks that you're being productive by watching TikToks, by watching Reels, by feeding yourself all these stimuli, when in reality you're doing absolutely nothing. But your brain is a kid. It doesn't know that. I like to think of our brain as a kid. Your brain thinks it's being productive, which is why it's releasing dopamine. Dopamine is supposed to be released when you're working on something and you see the end results. That is actual qualitative dopamine. Working out, working on your goals, working on your dreams, doing something creative. That is dopamine you need. Not these short videos that do nothing but shorten your attention span and regress your intelligence. It's exhausting. It's draining. I've noticed this. When I'm on my phone too much, it feels like my soul is being sucked out. And the same goes for you, but you decide to ignore this because you would rather have your soul sucked out than be bored. Why are you so uncomfortable with just sitting around. You do not have to do anything. You just have to sit around and do nothing. Nothing. Just this. Just looking around, doing absolutely nothing. You know, you could go into nature, which a lot of people are actually doing now. But the thing is, when people go into nature, which is literally the least stimulating thing you can do, that is detoxing. What do people do? They put in their headphones. Guys, please, you do not need to listen to music 24/7, okay? You do not need to listen to these brain rot lyrics 24/7. And this is coming from a person who wanted to be an artist, who thought music is her whole world for the first 24 years of her life. Okay? This is coming from me. I wouldn't go to sleep without music, but now, even if I'm in the car, I barely listen to music. I know you don't have control over every stimulant that is around you. For example, the music playing in the stores you go into or the LED signs you're surrounded with. I know you don't have control over that, but you have control over your phone. And that is the biggest thing. Lay that phone down, please. Lay that phone down. And if you have a problem doing it by yourself, then give your phone to someone for a day. Someone you trust. Give your phone to someone so they can hold on to it and tell them to not give it back to you until the next day. We as human beings are designed to create. Creativity fuels our soul. But we can't create if our brain is busy comprehending information that is literally unnecessary. Your brain does not need that unnecessary information, but you're feeding it to it, so your brain is busy processing it, which is why it doesn't have the space to get creative. Creative stems from boredom. I know it's not your fault that you were born into this generation. I know you didn't choose to be surrounded with technology that is overstimulating, but at the same time, there is some things that you can control. You can't just blame everything on the age and day you were born in, okay? You have control over some things, but you refuse to actually enable that control. Learn how to sit with yourself. Learn how to sit in silence.